everybody, it's Hexa, and today something very exciting came in the mail. It's Saturday today. I was supposed to open it on Monday, but I just couldn't help myself. So inside this beautiful little golden envelope, we have the Detox mask from Muddy Body. When I opened this, it was just like so cute. I didn't think it would be this small. It's like really, really cute. So Muddy Body is a skincare brand that is cruelty-free and vegan and all natural, very, very healthy ingredients. And they have several masks. They have like a hair mask as well and a new face wash and all kinds of stuff. But the first product I wanted to try was the Detox mask because I feel like this is the one that my skin needs the most. So in this video, we're gonna be testing out the effects of the Detox mask for the next 4 weeks. I'm gonna be using it 3 times a week, which is what's recommended for normal to combination skin. And then if you have sensitive skin, you can use it less frequently, but my skin is not that dry and not that sensitive, so I'm gonna use this every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday for the next 4 weeks and take weekly update photos of my face to see how well this works. I'm gonna take my sweater off because it's hot. So the way this works is that you pour about a spoonful of the product into a bowl and then you mix it up with the mixing medium of your choice. So you can use water or green tea or vinegar or any number of different liquids to mix it up, whatever it is that you choose to use for your skin. I'm probably gonna try out a bunch of different ones over the course of the next few weeks just to like play around with it, but today for the first try I'm just gonna use tap water. I do actually have a discount code with Muddy Body, so if you guys want to try out any of their products you can use the code Hexa in all caps at checkout for 10% off. I will leave the code in the description box down below. I want to be completely open about how the code helps me out. So basically for every $1 that you spend on Muddy Body's website using my code, I get 1 point. And as those points add up, I can get free products and other things to try from Muddy Body's line. And then once I've gathered 1,000 points, so once $1,000 have been spent by my followers using my discount code, Muddy Body will reach out to me about earning commission. So I'll start to earn actual money from the people who are using my code. Obviously, you aren't like technically having to pay anything. It's still a discount code. You get 10% off. So it is a win-win situation and it would really, really help me out. So if you guys do want to try any of the products from Muddy Body's line, please go ahead and use the code Hexa at checkout. So I ordered this mask on the 31st of March and it arrived today, which is the 14th of April. So it came from America all the way to China in pretty much exactly 2 weeks, which I think is pretty good. I paid $7.50 for shipping, which again, for the speed and the distance and everything is not that bad. It's an okay price for the shipping. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the customer service and everything so far. It came to me pretty quickly and yeah, let's get into this. As I said, they have several masks on the website. I chose the Detox mask because it's the one that best suits my current skincare needs. My hopes for the effects of this mask are, number one, that it will help reduce my blackheads because I have a lot of blackheads around my nose area and I don't like them. I've tried pretty much everything to get rid of my blackheads and nothing has worked. So if this mask actually gets rid of my blackheads, it'll be a freaking miracle. So I'm really, really hoping that it'll work well. And my second biggest skin concern are blind pimples. So as you can see on my forehead right now, I'll just zoom you guys in. I don't have like a lot of pimples, but I have like, so this is a blind pimple right above my eyebrow that is kind of starting to sprout. Blind pimples are basically pimples that are like really deep under the skin and they don't come to a head. So most of the time pimples will be like closer to the surface of the skin and eventually they'll get like that little yellow or white dot and you can squeeze it or pop it and get rid of it. But blind pimples are just like really big and really swollen and red and deep in the skin and they never come to a head, so you can't like squeeze them or pop them or do anything. You kind of just have to wait it out. So my second hope for the effects of this mask are that it will either reduce the amount of time it takes for the pimples to go away or prevent them from happening altogether. Over the course of the next 4 weeks, I won't be using any other products that are designed to reduce blackheads or pimples, so I won't be using any pimple creams, no masks, no scrubs, no peels, no pore strips, nothing like that. The only products I will be using for the rest of my skincare routine will be the Caudalie Instant Foaming Cleanser and my 2 moisturizers. So I have the Origins Ginseng Energy Boosting Gel Moisturizer and the Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask to quench skin's thirst. I kind of just wanted to isolate the effects of this product from anything else, so I won't be using anything else for detoxing purposes on my skin for the next 4 weeks, so that any changes as far as blackheads and acne will be solely due to the detox mask from Muddy Body. Without any further ado, let's get into my first application. I'm super sorry, there's a ton of people in the house right now, so you guys might be able to hear some noise coming from downstairs, but anyways, I just washed off the mask for the first time. There's a little bit of like irritation going on my forehead, but it feels really good. Like my skin feels really smooth, especially around my cheeks over here, and it does seem like it managed to pull some of the dirt out of the pores on my nose. Like the blackheads aren't completely gone, but it looks like the dirt is like closer to the surface of the skin and can kind of be squeezed out. So I'm kind of excited. This looks really promising. I'm a little bit worried about the irritation on my forehead, but it probably will go away soon. Maybe I'll just like use some moisturizer or something. But yeah, for now I'm gonna start off using it every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, and then if it seems to be drying my skin out or irritating it or anything, then maybe I'll only use it twice a week, but we'll see. For now, it's off to a promising start, and I'm looking forward to see what changes happen to my skin over the next 4 weeks. It's Saturday on week 3, I think. I'm pretty sure it's week 3. Last night I discovered a blind pimple growing on my forehead. It's right here. You guys can see it. Look at this little monstrosity right there. The thing was, last night I noticed it and I started freaking out. I got really upset. I was like, ugh, I hoped that using the mask would make this not happen. But then this morning I woke up and it was like magic because it had pretty much almost completely gone away. It was way smaller. There was still a little bit of a bump, but it was much smaller and almost completely gone. Then of course I had to not quit while I was ahead and squeeze it. Therefore, it is now big and painful and red again. But I would like to point out this is entirely my fault because I have no patience and no self-control. So today's mask I'm gonna mix with some apple cider vinegar. No, that's not apple cider. It's like red wine vinegar, I think, just to give it a little bit of an extra boost. Hopefully, if I control myself and don't continue poking and prodding at this little guy, it'll be gone for good this time. But so yeah, we have 4 more applications, including today, before the experiment is over, and I can give you guys my final thoughts. So yeah, let's just continue pushing forward. This is the first like significant pimple I've had during this experiment so far. I'm feeling pretty good about it, but yeah, I'll let you guys know my closing thoughts at the end of the 4 weeks. I gotta say, I hope this vinegar thing works like fucking magic and hurts the acne-causing bacteria in my face at least like 10 times as much as it's hurting me right now. Because my eyes are watering, my throat is burning, my nose is not happy. This shit does not smell good on my face right now. Can you see my eyes watering? So I think it's safe to say that the red wine vinegar was a colossally bad idea. I look like I have a very bad sunburn. I've never had a reaction to this degree to anything that I've put on my face. I don't think it was because of the mask. I think it was definitely the vinegar or the combination of the vinegar with the mask. I mean, the mask was causing a bit of redness in more sensitive areas if I left it on for too long, but nothing like this. This is literally like every single part of the surface of my face that was touched by the mask has a very clear line showing where like the mask was. Like everything that the mask touched is red, and it's really like warm as well. Like my face feels extremely hot. Just like it's really obvious around my eyes, and like look at that, like the boundary is like completely visible and obvious, like around my mouth. You can even see here, like where I missed a stroke with the brush, there's like a little white line. This is fucking insane. Do I have like a contact allergy to vinegar or something? This has never happened before. What? My God. This better be worth it in the morning, I swear to God. Okay, the vinegar was a bad idea. Moving on. I feel like I have a fever. I feel like if you touched my face right now, you'd think I have a fever, but the rest of me is fine. My face just feels so fucking hot. I need to put an ice pack on my face right now or something. Bottom line, don't try this with vinegar. Do not put vinegar on your face. This is insane. This is actually insane. This looks like the worst sunburn I've ever had. I'm in awe. I'm in total awe, I swear. Oh my God. Okay, moving on. We're gonna wake up tomorrow. This is gonna be fine. It's gonna be gone. I'll be okay. If not, there's a reason why foundation is a thing. Okay. Bye. Don't put vinegar on your face. That's it. That's all I have to say. Hey guys, so it's been a few weeks since I finished the 4-week trial with my Muddy Body Detox mask. That's why I've got the camera all up close, because I want you guys to see my skin after the whole, you know, experiment, I guess. I'm cutting it a little bit close to sunset, so the lighting situation is not ideal, but hopefully you can see my skin well enough. So I'm just gonna give you guys my kind of final thoughts and my final review of the product. The mask wasn't as finicky as I thought it would be. I thought it would be really difficult to figure out the right ratio of powder to water, but it took a little trial and error, and I actually got it down pretty quickly. And again, you can play with the consistency a lot. I tend to prefer it a little bit more thick. I found that the mask really did help a lot with preventing pimples. I got a lot fewer of those, you know, really big, really deep blind pimples that I talked about while I was using the mask. And the ones that I did get were kind of my own fault, because I tend to like pick and scratch at my skin, and I told myself I wouldn't do that while I was testing out this mask, but I just couldn't resist. So obviously I ended up like squeezing at my face, and then it would get infected and cause a pimple. But that was mostly my fault. It had nothing to do with like the mask underperforming or anything like that. But I did notice that the pimples that I did get went away much quicker and did not get quite as big as they normally would. The mask also reduced the texture of my skin a little bit. It kind of, I get the feeling that it made my pores look a little bit smaller, although it didn't completely get rid of my blackheads. It did make it easier to kind of like squeeze them out. Every time I used it, my skin would just feel really, really like smooth, and it felt really smooth and nice after using the mask. So it wasn't overly drying on most of my face, but it did cause a little bit of dryness on my nose, but that's kind of like a little bit of a problem area for me. My nose does tend to get a little bit dry and flaky. But the rest of my face was fine, and it really like just made my skin feel smooth and fresh. It can irritate the skin if you leave it on for too long, so I would just kind of be wary of that, and if you have more sensitive skin, just try not to leave it on for too long. Definitely don't mix it with vinegar. I learned my lesson. That experiment did not go well for me. And just so you guys can see how much of the product I used up, this is what I'm left with. So I used it 3 times a week for 4 weeks, and then I did use it a couple more times, maybe like once or twice a week since the end of the experiment in the past couple of weeks. So I would say I used up about 1/3 of the bottle in a month. So yeah, depending on how much you use and how often you use it, this could last you anywhere from like, I don't know, 3 to 6 months. Maybe not 6 months, but you know, if you're using it on a regular basis, it could last you a good few months. Overall, I would say that I really enjoyed using this mask. It was a really great step to add to my skincare routine. It made me feel pampered, and I was excited to use it every single time. Again, the ingredients in it are just really, really natural and healthy, and it's just nice to know and recognize the ingredients of everything that you're putting on your face, so that's pretty great. I can't remember if I actually read all the ingredients out in the beginning of the video, so I'll just read them to you now. So it contains Dead Sea clay, bentonite clay, activated charcoal, witch hazel powder, cacao powder, coconut milk powder, marshmallow root powder, turmeric root powder, comfrey root powder. Yeah, that's it. So all the ingredients are, you know, various plants and root powders, as well as a couple different kinds of clay. As you can see from my skin in the aftermath of this experiment, it's looking pretty good. I do have like one little sneaky pimple over here, but like I'll zoom you guys in and you can see the rest of my skin more close up. So on my nose you can see, you know, the blackheads aren't gone in my nose area. They're still here. They're probably always gonna be here, but like I mentioned at the beginning, I've never found a product that can make them go away. But you know, the rest of my skin just looks nice and smooth. Like, the color is smooth. There's not a lot of other imperfections or discoloration or anything like that. I don't know. I feel good about it. I'm definitely looking forward to trying more of Muddy Body's products. They've just come out with a few new things, and I'm really excited to try some of their other masks and their face washes and their serum and everything else. So yeah, in conclusion, if you feel like this is a product that you would enjoy using and that you want to try, I would recommend it. I really liked using it, and it did help me with my acne/pimples situation, although it didn't necessarily do too much about my blackheads. So again, the discount code is down in the description box below. You can use code Hexa for 10% off, and every dollar that you spend is a point for me, which also helps me out a lot. If you like this video, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat for more, and you can donate to my Patreon down below to support me and my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Also, before I go, let me know in the description box which products you most want to try from Muddy Body, and if you want me to do a review and an experiment like this for any of their other products, just let me know and leave your suggestions in the comments. And with that, we're done. Bye!